look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the Clippers starting five. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Leonard in at the point guard position. That's good from Paul on the assist by Ayton.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Powell against Booker. And the dunk by Covington.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Covington's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talent strength. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Now Covington after the missed three from Jay Crowder.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the three ball is good. Paul's got five.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Nobody near Leonard from outside off the mark. Here's Bridges. Takes it out to Booker. Fires for three. Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by one. Leonard, no luck. Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. In the corner, it's Bridges. And the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, he passes to the wide-open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
On the wing, George. Defended by Bridges. Zubac finds Covington. Crowder pulls it in.
That was a clever move to try to lose the defender in mid-air there, even if he didn't knock down the shot.
And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball. He doesn't mind playing inside, and I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
Here's Paul. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Booker. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Crowder with the steal. Paul kicks to Bridges. Covington against Crowder. Shoots over Covington. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Norman Powell, that's good.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. Make it easy on yourself.
Passes it to Booker. He feeds it to Ayton. 5 on the clock. Can't cash in from close range.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
George, no good. Booker looking around. And the rejection by Leonard.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
At the end of one, a closely contested.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team. Here they go.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
That bucket in no time at all. Booker's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Suns. Outside Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Leonard against Paul. Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard the pass to Paul. Outside for George. Launches it. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Shoots the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges outside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Clippers trail by 4. And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Chris Paul.
That's his first foul. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so...
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Leonard. With the crossover, Zubac trying to break loose. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career, playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA. You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Paul dishes to Booker.
Multiple defensive positions is why Covington has the value he does for this team.
Powell finds Leonard. Here's Covington. Crowder pulls it in. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Zubac. To the inside. The shot by George, wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. Phoenix leading by 4. And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
A shot by Paul, no good. Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Leonard against Ayton. And George kicks to Leonard. Now the pass to Zubac. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. When you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. It's over Powell. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Norman Powell.
Still providing incredible production and great leadership. Chris Paul sets the standard for his team.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
He just powered that one of the game's top dunkers.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Now here's Covington. Lays it up off the glass. Covington's got 6.
Well, Covington has that long arm athletic ability to get in there and mix it up.
And that one drops for him. Paul's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Booker. Great D that time from Powell. The Clippers have gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And the shot is good.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Oh, and the rejection by Zubac. Baseline try. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Crowder. The try by Booker. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. I thank you, David. Folks,
Your Suns. 19. The Clippers. 19. Fans, get ready for the Milwaukee.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Out of the wings for him, Powell and George. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at point guard.
Paul finding a way that time to draw the foul.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. One of his teammates said he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on. Whatever the team needs, Chris Paul can provide it. Tonight, it's on the scoring end.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac, and the shot goes in. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now here's Paul. He's got 12, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Booker. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Booker dishes to Crowder. and a missed layup. The Clippers trail. Here's George. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Booker. And Crowder slams it in.
And Crowder, one of those guys who's a protector both defensively but also on the offensive rebound.
Here's Leonard. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
Clippers trail by 3. Leonard inside, defended by Paul. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. They might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
To the paint. Crowder kicks to Bridges. A putback. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Powell. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Paul passes to Crowder. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination, the relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Now, here's Bridges. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Here's Crowder. It's hauled in by Zubats.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And Phoenix has possession. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And the rejection by Zubats. George with the ball. He's picked up by Paul, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his 1st foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
To stop the drought, Leonard no luck. After being selected 1st overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
The shot's good.
So tough to keep up with the energy of Chris Paul at the point guard position, especially when he's handling the rock like that.
And stolen by Booker.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
A Big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Suns. He notched 8.
And please give a big round of applause.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the dunk by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubats. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 10-point game. Leonard dishes to Covington. That one, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Booker. That's now 8 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
And it's George missing. The Suns leading by 12. It's up a 3. Crowder, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard with the bucket.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
Here's Paul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Suns.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Still alive, Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 13 and taken away by Paul. And it's Crowder, top of the key, back to Ayton. Bridges against George. Bridges shot, good.
He's so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
Leonard kicks to Powell. Back to Leonard. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges with it. George picks him up. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 17.
Sweet timing on that play as Ayton up there and ripping it down.
Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Paul looking over the floor. Poked away. Here's Crowder. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Clippers trail by 15. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Bridges for 3. They grab their own miss. Ayton kicks to Paul. Crowder finds Booker. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Chris Paul.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Bridges attacking. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Defensive
This
foul.
arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game. But here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here's Paul. There's 18 seconds left in the game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A three from Leonard. That shot is off. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Brett Barry.
They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Just 4 to shoot. Jackson. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
George finds Covington. Powell outside. Back to Covington. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
A 3-and-D wing. Covington's skill set is perfect for how players and teams play the game today.
That one misses.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Covington. Leonard right side. Covington no good.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Down low. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Now here's Morant. Footer, and that one hits the back iron.
Now I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Leonard passes to Powell. Back to Leonard. George for 3. Here's Zubac. Can't get it to drop, and Memphis taking it the other way now. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's George. The rebound by Jackson.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
To the wing, right side. Morant finds Bane. Drops in the 3. Bane's got 6 points.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Covington passes to Leonard. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Zubac with the steal. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Bane. And here's Morant outside. Over to the wing. The 3 ball. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Powell with it. Jackson in his pocket. And the dunk by Leonard.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball. Slam it with ease.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Leonard against Morant. Covington. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
A strong role player that chips in wherever he can. Every team could use a guy like Robert Covington.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Now Morant. Driving inside. Here's Adams. Hangs in the air. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Morant against Leonard. Another shot. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front.
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Hal and George are out on the wings. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Back to Brooks. Jackson on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got 6.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Zubac with a screen on Morant. Leonard passes to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the dunk by Jackson.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. Pass to Zubac. Over Adams. Zubac's shot is off. Memphis leading. Here's Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Jackson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Bane. Brooks outside. And stolen by Leonard. Tipped and stolen by Bane. On the break.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
It sure does.
Leonard against Morant. Zubac to stop the run. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Well, Richard, as a former player yourself, what's your take on stars demanding trades and jumping around the league so much?
It's tough because I've seen the other thing happen to stars. Blake Griffin re-signs with the Clippers. They show him videos of putting his jersey in the rafters, and then he's traded a year later. So I think everybody has to figure out what is best for them, but you also have to try as an individual and as a professional to fulfill your obligations. And I think trades can be someplace in the middle of that.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
At the line for 2.
And so Powell nails them both. And so it's Memphis with it. Outside Morant. Up top Jackson. And stolen by Covington. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis. And that one misses.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
And here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Powell finds Covington. Powell outside. Here's Leonard.
Desmond Bane, second personal foul, third team foul.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
2 minutes.
Picked by Covington. For 3, Powell. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Morant, and stolen by Covington. Leonard on the take. Can't get it to go. He's made 3, he's missed 3 so far.
Robert Covington, first personal foul.
Well, Memphis shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. Leonard against Morant. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Over Leonard. Here's Adams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Paul George.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Here's Leonard. Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed. Leonard's got 8.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Up top, Morant. Leonard defending. Back to Morant. Morant with the slam!
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. From deep, Bane nails it from beyond the arc. And it's a 12-point Grizzly lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Leonard for 3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Morant with it. That'll count. He got it up in time, but it could not fall. It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word.
For the Jabberwockies.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
On the court for Memphis, Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Covington finds Leonard. Covington inside. Jackson on him. Covington no good.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
And the basket by Bane.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And now the Grizzlies on the run.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Leonard for 3. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Over the years, we've seen Leonard add different things to his game. Now, an offensive machine.
Outside Bane. Pass to Brooks. Back to Bane. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Leonard. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 tonight. The 3 is up. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 9.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
For 3, Powell. The rebound by Jackson.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Bane with it, picked up by Powell. Morant, he's open. That shot off the mark. And Los Angeles the other way now.
Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Memphis has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. For 3, Powell. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Leonard finds Powell. A shot to stop the run. Here's Zubac. That one a little long. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. The open shot by Brooks. Offensive board. Outside for Morant. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Powell with it. He's picked up by Adams. Back to Leonard. Pass to George. And the jam by George.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Outside Morant. And they recover it. There's the triple. And it's Morant again missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Jackson, pass to Bane. Here's Jackson. 4-3. Paul George pulls down the board. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes a 3. Here's Zubac. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Morant against Powell. Morant, the pass to Jackson. It's good if it goes. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with it. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Memphis has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Powell and George are out on the wings. Ivica Zubac out there with Robert Covington, and it's Leonard in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Oh, what a powerful move by Kawhi. Absorbing the foul, but still getting the shot in the air.
Kawhi Leonard.
Good on the second one. So it's the Grizzlies now. They led by as many as 18. Outside Morant, from outside the arc. Morant missing again.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Here's Powell. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Bane. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
With the step back. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Morant. 4 on the clock. Outside Bane from deep. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Covington for 3. George. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Back to Bane. Jackson finds some space. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Leonard passes to Powell. The shot. Here's Covington. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. The 3, George. Adams grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Jackson, here we go. Brooks from outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy. He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
2 minutes.
Morant finds Brooks.
2 minutes.
Back to Morant. Over Leonard. Morant, no good. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Here's Powell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. There's 1:40 left in the 4th. Inside. Powell with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. And the dunk by Leonard.
You're smart about picking his spots. That time, Leonard senses opportunity and flies up the floor.
Here's Morant. Outside Bane. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Oh, Brooks with the steal.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Grizzlies.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jaren Jackson.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Morant against Powell. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Morant, no good. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Covington. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant against Leonard. Now here's Morant. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
LA basketball.
There's 6 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Powell for 3. Off target with a shot. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the...
And in the past few years, we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 side. And the dunk by Jackson.
One thing that makes Jaren such a great alley-oop target is his hands, measured at enormous 10 inches long.
Now here's Paul. Shoots over Morant. The rebound by Steven Adams. Morant against Paul. And that one's good. Morant.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
On the wing, Booker. This one for 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now, here's Bridges. Count it.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And here is Paul, following John Morant's 3. And it's Morant with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
The shooting of Desmond Bane, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
Now here's Morant. He has 5. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Paul passes to Crowder. Booker left side. Takes a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there. Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 6-point game. Drills the three-pointer.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
And here is Paul. After the three-pointer from Desmond Bane. To halt the run, and Paul lays it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Passes to Brooks. For 3. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Ball outside. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Bane, no good. Suns trail by 9. Ayton finds Bridges. In the corner, Crowder with it. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Morant. Kicks it out to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Brooks outside. On the wing, Jackson. Morant right side. Shoots from the corner. Drained for 2 points. And that's now 9 points for John Morant.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Here's Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Crowder with the steal. On the wing, Booker. Off target from three-point range. Here's Brooks. Pass to Jackson from downtown. Crowder pulls it in. For three, Bridges. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 8. Live from the...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And it's Paul missing. Memphis leading by 8. Adams outside. And stolen by Ayton. Paul for 3. That shot off the mark. And Memphis the other way now. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Stolen by Jackson. Bane kicks to Morant. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Suns trail by 8. Here's Bridges. The dish to Paul. Plays it up and banks it in. Paul's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
It's Brooks on the wing. Pass to Adams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
On the wing, Booker. The kick out to Crowder. Booker trying to free himself up. And Crowder with the basket on the assist from Booker.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Payton for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker inside. Guarded by Bane. Bridges dishes to Booker. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize. Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And finished off by Morant.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Booker outside. Ayton a screen on Bane. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Booker.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
On the left block, and Morant finishes inside. Morant's got 13.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting him up tonight.
And there's the pass to Booker. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. No good with the layup. Now here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Shot by Crowder, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Jackson. That ball's off target. It's his 3rd miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. Booker with no one around drills it from outside. Booker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Morant passes to Brooks, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges. Suns keep it alive, and Booker kicks to Paul. Second chance shot. Booker, no good. Morant scanning the floor, and he uses the glass on the layup. 15 points in the game.
It breaks down your defense when John Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
And some good action through the first 2.
Put your hands together and get loud for the Milwaukee.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Booker dishes to Crowder. Over in the corner, Paul. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
This is the leadership you get with Chris Paul. Looking aggressive, taking these quick shots.
Morant passes to Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Paul looking around. Passes it to Crowder. Booker outside. Back to Crowder. Booker up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Paul. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Morant passes to Bain. Adams sets the pick for Jackson. Shot from 16. That one wide left. Suns trail by 8. Inside, Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Pass to Bain. Morant against Paul. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 20 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Paul. 7 points in the game. Feeds it to Ayton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Lays it up off the glass. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And the dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Morant drives in. Brooks against Bridges. Morant passes to Brooks. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Pass to Booker. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Here's Morant. Drops in the layup for two. And it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Here's the pass to Bridges. Booker outside. Ball right side. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Booker the pass to Paul. Another one falls for Phoenix.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Ball against Morant. Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, he already has a number of go-to moves. Jackson's able to keep the defenders guessing.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing here by 8. Now here's Adams. There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Unselfish score. If his shot isn't there, Bane will move the ball.
And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Passes it to Brooks. Good on the shot. Brooks has got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
Muscling his way around the floor, Brooks able to absorb contact without it affecting the shot.
Bridges against Brooks. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis leading by 12. Outside, Bane. On the wing, Jackson. He dishes it to Adams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The drive by Booker. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Bane. Bucket is good. And that's now 9 points for Desmond Bane. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Jackson. The high post shot, and there's the call on DeAndre. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Jackson.
Night in and night out, Jay Crowder will compete. Terrific effort at the defensive end.
Payne for three. And they'll get another chance. Brooks with no one around. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Here's Ayton. Doesn't go that time. Adams, some nice D. Pass to Morant. Here's Brooks. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. Bridges outside. On the wing, Booker. Back to Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. At the elbow, Paul shoots over Morant. And it's off the back rim. No good. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. 1:53 left in the fourth. Outside Jackson. Left side Adams. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Adams. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Knocked loose. Booker inside. Guarded by Bane. And yes, it's good.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Outside, Bane. Outside, Jackson. Bane looking around. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Grizzlies.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carryovers into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
The pass to Bane. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had
is pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Up top, George. Booker defending. George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
Outside Paul to the inside. And there's Ayton on the assist from Paul.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Bridges passes to Ayton. And stolen by Covington. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's George, the shake. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Chris Paul.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Outside Booker. Jacks up a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George with it, and it's Paul picking him up. George against Paul. Nice shot by George. We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
And Booker with the jam.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Picked by Covington. George passes to Covington. He got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Here's Paul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Booker. Here's Bridges. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Covington. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Back to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Covington no good.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder.
This guy is a perennial all-defensive team member. The wingspan, a problem for offensive players.
From downtown. Unable to get that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's a 3 from Paul. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's George, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Now here's Paul. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Against the Suns, Chris Paul. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes the first.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
Leonard for three. Gets the three ball to go. Leonard's got 5.
Now, Kawhi Leonard has built that three-point game now to add to the mid-range and the ability to draw contact. Now you got to guard him everywhere.
It's stolen by Leonard. Bridges against Covington. Leonard outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Here's Leonard. Crowder with a steal. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers ahead, up by 4, and we'll get things started in the second.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Leonard in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. They grab their own miss. Pass to Powell. This one for 3. The Suns clear it. Bridges outside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
And George launches it from deep. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Suns trailing. Booker for 3. Here's Ayton. Goes back up. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, the up fake by DeAndre Ayton gets the defender committed. That is nicely done.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Pass to Zubac. The 15-footer is good.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Crowder a screen on Leonard. Here's Paul. That one rolls around and rims out. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. George passes to Leonard. The double clutch. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Bridges with it, guarded by Covington. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Crowder grabs the miss. Tipped. Leonard passes to Zubac. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line for your Clippers.
Both shots good from the strike. Here's Paul. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's Bridges on the wing. Powell with a steal. Now Leonard. George outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker on the take. And he converts the layup. Booker's got 6.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Back to George. Over Crowder. Out to Covington. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 5 rebounds tonight.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
And he's going for the lob. Out to Bridges. Here's Booker. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by George. Pass to Covington. For 3, Powell. That's tipped. Zubac passes to Powell. George outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Ooh, Ayton with the block. It's a one-on-one situation. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
You simply cannot sleep on Crowder in transition. He's a speedy forward who will run the floor for easy opportunities.
George passes to Covington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Covington's got his 2nd basket of the game. Ball against Leonard. Ball passes to Bridges. Leonard outside. Gets it to go. His 2nd make in 6 tries.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
No, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Booker against George. And that one drops. George has got 7 points in the game.
What a hoop by Paul George. The versatility to get in.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Your Clippers, 24. The Suns, 21.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this 2nd half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Kicking off the 2nd half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. The kick out to Paul. No one near him. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, Chris Paul is usually the guy to deliver the pass. In this instance, getting to the catch-and-shoot game. Go ahead, Chris. Let your teammates make it easy on you.
Leonard passes to Covington. Up and over Crowder. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 5 rebounds in the game. It's Booker on the wing. George defending. Takes a 13-footer. Booker can't get it to go.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Covington. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Booker, the pass to Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
George outside. Up top, Powell. Leonard right side. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Call against Leonard. Paul passes to Booker. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for the Suns, Devin Booker.
That free throw good from Booker.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. Pass to George. Will it go? And here's Zubac. Out to Leonard. From the baseline. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Foul.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Booker can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
First team foul.
And the free throw, no good.
This guy turned himself into one of the league's top talents. Kawhi Leonard continues to be a dominant two-way force.
George against Booker. George passes to Covington. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Crowder. Outside Paul. Oh, sweet move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Zubac lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Fires the three. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Ayton passes to Paul. Second shot opportunity. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 9 points.
Well, DeAndre Ayton should own the paint. Nice touch there.
Leonard for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Chris Paul is such a natural facilitator. His ability to read angles and deliver the ball on time and on target is special.
George passes to Covington. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Give that one to Jay Crowder. He's off on the first.
I love Robert Covington's story. Here's an undrafted player out of Tennessee State who's now made a very long, productive NBA career as a 3-and-D player and just one of the hardest workers in the league.
Paul finds Bridges. Shoots over Powell. Bridges misses. The Clippers trail. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And George with the jam.
Well, Paul George won't be shy. You give him a driving lane, he will expose you defensively.
Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
George outside. Pass to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
3 quarters of play and a close one here.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. George, no good. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. Pass to Aiden. Back to Booker. Lets it go from deep. They get it again.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And George with the basket on the assist from Covington. Covington's got 3 assists now in this one. Paul against Leonard. The kick out to Paul. Takes the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Paul against Leonard. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Here's Paul. Ayton, a screen on Leonard. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, you can see, guys, how much confidence DeAndre Ayton plays the game with. This is especially so on the offensive end.
Leonard attacking. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
And he stays with it. Back to Paul. The 3 from Ayton. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Powell, it's good. Powell's got his first basket.
Well, this guy's very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
And here's Booker. Looking to get it going. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Suns lead by 1.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. No matter how big, no matter how small.
Powell finds Covington. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Nice D from Bridges.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And the dunk by Leonard.
Let's remember, this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Crowder outside. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds. The Clippers will take it.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
1:25 left in the fourth. George with it. Leonard outside. And Ayton pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. And Crowder with the jam.
These are the moments where Crowder has earned the trust and equity with his teammates. That's a big-time delivery.
Here's George. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Bridges. Ayton passes to Paul. Bridges outside. The three. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's Phoenix's ball. They lead by 1. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock. I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2.
Yeah, no one better to make decisions down the stretch than CP3, working his way to the line in a tight game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Paul George. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Zubac in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here's Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's Leonard. Outside, George. And another three for the Clippers.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
Now, here's Morant for the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. Where he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Leonard. Here's Covington. It's rebounded by Memphis. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. CGA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
On the wing, Jackson. Adams with the screen on Covington. And the Grizzlies tack on two more.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Nobody near Leonard. Trains it from beyond the arc.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Morant. Misses off the left iron.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
George. And good that time. George has got 8 points.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Outside, Bain. Over George. Kept alive. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Memphis with it. Trailing by 2. A three from Morant. Adams, the pass to Bain.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooter.
And Desmond Bain with the three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of opportunity from deep.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
LA's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's George into the lane. The layup missed.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Stolen by Zubac. To the middle, deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. Morant left side. Back to Brooks. Pass to Bain. Nifty move. No good on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Adams.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Bane looking around. Jackson in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession of the ball. Leonard attacking. He dishes it to Powell. Lets it go with a 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies out in front, up 4. And the second.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
4 on the shot clock. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
On the wing, Jackson. Stolen by Zubac. On the wing, George. Guarded by Bane. Clippers moving the ball around. To the right side. Morant against Leonard. Back to Bane. Adams sets the pick for Bane. Over George. Bane, no good. The Clippers trail. And George kicks to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. No one near him. And another shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Jackson. Morant dishes to Brooks. Outside, Bane. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
For Memphis, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 6 points. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now. Because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free-throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots. You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Outside, Bane. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession of the ball. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Pass to George. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 12 points for him.
Oh, man, Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking helpless.
Morant passes to Bane. Adams with the screen on Covington. Here's Jackson. Brooks finds Morant to end the run. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Adams has got it all tied up now for Memphis.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength in the offensive glass.
Here's Leonard. A second chance effort. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, not many times does Adams get his number called for plays like that, but the oop there looked good.
Leonard looking over the floor. Zubac's in the post. Adams defending, and that one is good from Zubac.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
On the wing, Brooks. Guarded by Powell. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And you might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
Zubac, a screen on Bane. Here's Leonard. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
On the wing, Brooks. Good if it goes. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game, so thank you, David, for that interview.
Let's give it to the double OT.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Not surprised Norman Powell can get up.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now here's Morant. He has 6. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And he hits the jump shot. Morant's got 8.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Morant with the steal. Lobs it up there for Brooks. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Covington. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Powell with it. Now defended by Bane. Brooks against George. Zubac's trying to break loose. George with the bucket. 14 points for him.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Pocket 2. Bane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And Bane drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And it's Leonard missing. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. For the lead. And again, Memphis no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
2 minutes remaining.
And Adams sends it down.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
1:57 left in the 3rd quarter. George looking around. Passes it to Powell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And there's 1:45 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Morant outside. Brooks the pass to Adams. Pocket 6. Outside. Bane. For the lead. And that one good. Bane's got 4 points now in the quarter. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
George with no one around. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. Brooks the pass to Adams. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Powell in the high post. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Outside, Bane. There's the lob to Adams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Covington passes to Leonard. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
Morant passes to Bane. Adams with the screen on George. Bane for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Adams with the screen on Leonard. Offensive rebound. Out to Morant. from outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Cutting into that deficit now. Well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Stolen by Brooks. Floats it up there for Morant. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. There's Jackson with the three. Payne for three. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brooks, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
And here's George for three. Covington into the lane. Brooks grabs the board. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Zubac kicks the foul. Here's George. Here's Covington. Adams, some nice D.
He thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The pass to Jackson. Pass to Adams. And it's Morant at the elbow. Shoots from the line. That's good on the jump shot. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
And they get it. George, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. A nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
First free throw is good.
Memphis fouls. Ja Morant.
Leonard hits them both.
Now, he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson passes to Bing. Morant outside. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. Covington with the bucket.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big time shot.
Now Morant. Adams with the screen on Leonard. Down low. Stolen by Zubac. Drives to the hoop. There's 1:17 left to play here in the fourth. Leonard with the ball. Back to Zubac. And here's George for 3 to take the lead. And Zubac puts it in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And the rebound and the foul show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now here's Morant for 3 to the paint. They need this. It falls. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
George against Morant.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Up top, Morant. He's covered by Leonard. Brooks for three. And it's rebounded by Covington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And the Clippers have possession. 4-point game. And here is Powell. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, DeAndre Ayton's a...
And the talent to deliver, Allie, for sure. Thank you.
Go.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Obviously, this is the type of game the fans really get up for. So do we. And the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar. And it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
From deep, Bane. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Jackson finds Morant. Outside Bane. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Booker. Great D that time from Bane.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And Morant gets it to go.
If Morant knocks those down consistently, you got 0 chance on defense.
Here's Paul. Banked it in off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
And so he makes both from the line.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
It's Booker on the wing. 18 feet out. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Throw out those analytics. When Booker is taking a 15, 20-footer, that's a great look for him and his squad. What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Here's Bridges. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Bane. Paul passes to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
He just saw an open lane and went on the attack.
Freight train coming. He goes right up with it. And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Here's Paul. After the basket by Memphis. And Ayton, throw it down.
My Lord, the agility on that size. Ayton's on another level.
Outside Morant. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Paul. Booker goes in. And it's Bane with the rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Morant, no good. The Suns leading. For 3, Booker. The shot won't fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Paul passes to Bridges. Here's Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. 1:24 left in the opening quarter. Here's Adams. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Crowder right side, outside Booker. The kick out to Paul, back to Booker. Denied by Morant. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. And 1:01 left in the first. Paul against Morant. Pass to Jackson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. And the three-pointer goes. Booker's got 5.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Jackson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Here's Paul. Yep, count it. He's got 6.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Outside Morant. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. And we'll be back at...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
So, on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Morant. Ooh, Paul with the block. In transition, here come the Suns. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Making his presence known with that spot. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks. This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Paul. Here we go, one-on-one. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Paul's got 8. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Morant, pass to Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant. Adams has got his second basket.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Paul passes to Booker. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Paul against Morant. Pass to Adams. Crowder with a steal. Here's the break. Here's Bridges. He can't hit that time. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. And then Morant with the dunk.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists. Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
And they pick up 2. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Morant with it. 11 points in the game. A good look from Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
2 minutes remaining.
Ball against Morant.
2 minutes.
Bridges down low. Outside for Booker. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Ball against Bane. Paul can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. Jackson, the pass to Bane. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Paul drives in, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
Pass to Brooks. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
59 seconds left in the second period. Here's Paul.
I like Morant's workmanlike approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
The 3 ball. The Suns clear it. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And there's the lob. And Crowder with the jam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. Jackson on the wing. And Paul will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Team foul.
The Suns have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Morant against Paul. Inside. Here's Crowder. The shot misses. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Booker for 3. Buries it from 3. Booker's got 12. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Suns, 30. The Grizzlies, 25.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
Devin Booker, first personal foul. First team foul.
The free throw drops for Bane.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bane. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Outside Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Fades and shoots. Booker no good.
Not easy escaping Adams' wingspan as a defender. His reach helps him stay on top of him.
And it's Morant missing. The Suns leading. Paul with it. Guarded by Morant. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting just 42% so far in the game. Morant missing again. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And it's Paul off the drive. Bridges passes to Paul. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Now here's Paul. 12 points for him. Pass to Aiden. Back to Paul. Oh, stolen by Morant. And here they come. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just muscling it home from there. Jackson is no stranger to having to work over strong defense.
Now here's Booker. Shot on the wing. And he nails the jumper. Booker's got 14. Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Bane. Jackson down low. He's against Crowder. And there's Jackson on the assist by Bane.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Here's Paul. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
If they allow him to keep getting to the bucket like that, this lead is going to explode as we go down the stretch.
Brooks against Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
No good that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Aiden. Here's Crowder. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
The basketball genius of Paul in action, finding those chances to set his guys up.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Now here's Crowder. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
For the lead. And he lobs it up to the rim. Morant, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And so it's Memphis with it. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
So good at drawing contact. CP uses his smarts to get to the line.
At the line for your Suns, Chris Paul. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And the second free throw is good. 36 seconds left in the third. Paul against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Bane. Jackson with a screen on Booker. From deep, Bane. Up again. It's good on the putback. Adams has got 8.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Aiden, a screen on Bane. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Suns ahead. They're up by 2. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. On the court for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center spot. Stolen by Ayton. Pass to Booker. Here's Bridges. Takes a three with the tip. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 4. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Phoenix. Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. Shakes him. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. And it's Paul off the drive. Count the basket.
And this is a throwback performance from Paul, flat out taking over in a big way right now.
Morant against Paul. He takes it in. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
An impressive, versatile defender for Jackson Jr. It's now about improving his shot percentages and his overall offensive arsenal.
The drive by Paul over Morant, and the Suns getting another bucket right there. Memphis trailing here. And here's Morant, outside Bane. There's the three. And they'll get another chance. Here's Morant. Ooh, Paul with the block. Booker against Bane. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Here's Crowder. Back to Ayton. Outside for Booker. Off the left rim and out. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Morant. The crossover. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
And Morant drops them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside Paul. Fires from deep. The shot no good. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Right side Bane. Outside Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing. And the Grizzlies shooting about 41%. Morant with it. And it's Paul picking him up. And it's Morant missing. The Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Here's Ayton. No good there. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Here's Morant to tie it up. And it's good on the layup. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Here's Paul. Up top, Crowder. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Morant, the pass to Bane. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Here's Morant. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
Outside Booker. on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
Taking 2 shots.
Every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told his players not to worry about the score. He believes in their talent, and he believes they'll be the stronger team down the stretch. Now, they've just got to go out and prove it, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The 3 from Bane. Memphis, the rebound. Kicks it out to Jackson. Beyond the arc. And Aiden pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Left side Booker. And stolen by Bane.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
And here are the Suns now. 4-point game. Here's Booker. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. This one was in the balance right until the final second.